So today's format is going to be 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So most of the things are like a double-sided, with the exception of the push-up. So it's not truly 40 seconds. It's really 20 seconds one side, 20 seconds the other. And yeah, so we've got to start with a two-way lunge. So that's going to be, if you're holding weight, you might want to hold it up top here. And so that's going to be a forward step, so forward lunge. Let me get my video pinned here. It's going to be a forward lunge and then a lateral lunge. Trying to see how to see more of me. Sorry, I'm on my phone. I don't. Oh, that'll do. All right, so you're going to do a forward lunge and then a lateral lunge. So we step forward for one and then step out to the side. So that's the two-way lunge. For the next 40 seconds, we're going to be doing a tripod transition. So that one's a little bit tougher. So think right hand on the floor, left foot on the floor. So you're kind of like this, and you're going to reach your foot forward and tap your heel to the floor. And then you're going to roll forward, point your belly button at the ground, and tap your toe behind you. So we go forward and tap your heel, back and tap your toe. So here it's a lot of shoulder stabilization, a lot of core stuff. So we'll go 20 seconds on one side, then we'll switch and go 20 seconds on the other. Fourth exercise, SLDL. So we're gonna go, it's just, obviously if you're holding weight, you're gonna hold it down low. So it's hinging. If you're holding weight in one hand, you'll hold it in the hand of the leg that goes back. And then finally, a yoga push-up. Yoga push-up is a push-up with like a downward facing dog. So you do one push-up, and then when your arms are straight, you're gonna push your hips up towards the sky. Think about using those shoulders, getting your ears in between your arms. Then we go back and do a push-up, downward dog. And that's the only one. We've got that for 40 seconds. There is no other side to do. So those are the 4 exercises. We're going to go through it 5 times for a total of 20 minutes today. And that's going to be our day. All right, so let's wrap up the rolling, making sure that we're hitting your hips. So if you don't have a foam roller, that's okay. You can actually use the ground and just kind of use the ground to push into your hips and all that. You can also use a tennis ball, baseball, something like that. If at any point you can't hear me very clearly, so I've got an earbud, so if you can't hear me clearly or the wind is loud or something like that, just let me know. So, okay, with that, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start off on your back. So since if you're rolling, you'll just roll right over to your back. We're gonna lay down and go feet up towards the ceiling or up towards the sky. And then we're gonna lower one heel down, tap the floor, and come right back up. And then we'll alternate those. So if you need a little help, you can go ahead and grab your heel or grab your leg as the other one goes down. But we're just trying to push your leg straight. As you go to the floor, try to tap the back of your knee to the floor. So we switch as we're alternating here. We'll go 10 more seconds. You can go at your speed. And good. From there, we're just going to take one heel, push it into the floor. So we're lifting your hips up. We're actually just going to lift and hold here for 20 seconds. So one cheek's doing the work. We're making sure to feel this in your hip, not in your low back. If you're feeling it in your low back, it might help if you just bring your thigh a little bit closer to your chest. 5 seconds left on this side. And relax. Let's switch. Pushing that heel through the floor. Ten seconds. Again, we don't want to feel that low back crunch. We want to feel this in your cheek. And relax. Let's come up to one side. So we're gonna go elbow on the ground. So we're gonna do a side plank from your knee. And then from the side plank, you're gonna push up and back down. So a side plank is the lowest you'll go. We're not going down to tap your heel or a hip to the floor. So just push your pocket up towards the ceiling and back down. Pocket up towards the ceiling, and back down. Should feel this in the outside of your hip. We're gonna go for 10 more seconds. You can go at your speed, your pace. It's really just one leg pushing down. So we don't wanna keep your knees glued together on this. And relax, let's switch sides. We can do the same thing, other side. And we'll go for 20 seconds, go at your pace. And 3, 2, 1, relax, good. Okay, coming up to one knee. Good chance my phone falls over, but that's okay. All right, coming up to one knee. Just put that knee on the ground. Whatever knee is down, you're gonna take that same hand, reach up and over your head, and then across your midline. So we're really reaching across, looking for that big stretch from the pinky, from your pinky finger all the way down to the knee that's on the floor. Making sure your belly is strong here. We wanna think about taking that, tilting from the top down rather than just kinking over at your low back. The reach should make or give you more stretch down this side. And let's relax. Let's go to the other side. So once you get your stretch, you're going to tilt. And good. From here, let's go hands to the floor, one leg out to the side. So here we're just going forward and back, working into that groin stretch. And good, let's go to the other side. So you probably feel this stretch more as you sit back closer to your heel. And good. All right, so to stand up here, we're just gonna go to that push-up position. Walk your hands into your toes, tap your toes, and walk right back out. We're gonna do 5 inchworms. Just getting your shoulders warmed up, getting your core going. And good. All right, so last little bit of warm up here. You're gonna keep your arms straight, so pushing the heel of your hand as far away from you as you can. You're gonna bring your knee up into the heel of your hand. So you try to squish that ball of Play-Doh in between your hand, the heel of your hand and your knee, and we take that knee back for a reverse lunge. So come on up, push into the heel of your hand, and back down. Go at your pace here. We're gonna go 10 more seconds. And relax, let's go to the other side. So remember, when you push in, it's not just your hip working or just your shoulder working. It's sort of that whole band from your shoulder to your hip. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Ted, did you see the t-shirt? Sawdust City. Not necessarily a workout shirt. Like, I don't think beer shirts are workout shirts, but this will do. Okay, so if you're using a weight, go ahead and grab it. We're just going to be doing body weight. So again, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. I'll count out the halfway, or I'll shout out the halfway point. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a view that I like. All right. So I'll call out the halfway point, and then you'll switch legs on this one. So we're alternating forward and lateral lunge. Okay. All right, let's get started here. Got 20 minutes to work, 5 rounds, 4 exercises. All right, ready? And here we go. Stepping forward and stepping out to the side. It's easy to work. Kind of instead of pushing all the way back up to the stand, if you sort of just push yourself over to the lateral lunge, you'll get there quicker. And switch. We're 20 seconds in. So we go the other leg. Five seconds left. And rest. Good. Tripod transition is next. In 5 seconds. Remember, you're going to have opposite hand and foot on the ground. It's sort of like a Turkish get up when you're going to your knee. Ready and go. So reach forward and reach back. As you reach, let your chest face the ceiling. Let your chest face the floor. Should feel this in your hip, shoulder, core, and switch sides. Making sure you feel strong all the way through this movement. We should be turning your shoulders here. So belly button faces up, belly button faces down, and relax. SLDL is next. Go at whatever range of motion helps you keep your balance here. So if shortening the range of motion makes it easier for you, you can stick with that. But always we're trying to get to that parallel to the floor. Ready? Go. Parallel to the floor, like with your upper body. Remember, if you're holding weight, you're going to hold the weight in your on the side of the leg that's going back, and switch. If balance is a thing here, just shorten up that range of motion. So instead of dropping your hands down towards the floor, you're just going to reach just past your knee. And rest. Last one, yoga push-up. So we're doing that push-up and then downward facing dog. Okay, ready? And here we go. You can probably squeeze quite a few in here if you want. If you don't want, then you don't have to. Should feel a big stretch on the back of your legs as you reach your hips up towards the sky. 15 seconds left. And rest. You can do a modification there if you need to put knees down. That works. 10 seconds left. That's round one. We're going back up to the top for a two-way lunge. Ready? And here we go. Stepping forward, stepping out to the side. Remember, every inch that you reach a little bit lower with the lateral lunge makes things a whole lot harder. And switch feet. So if your lateral lunges are really shallow, they'll be a lot easier than if you're really reaching, trying to get your butt closer to the ground. 5 seconds left. And rest. Tripod transition is next. We call it tripod transition because you're kind of a tripod when you have your hand and foot and then the other foot out in front, and then you're transitioning underneath you. Ready? And go. So you're a tripod here, 3 limbs on the ground, and then you're a tripod here. I'm just transitioning from one to the other. 3 seconds. And switch. Make sure as you reach forward, you're getting all the way through. Point your belly button up towards the ceiling. 5 seconds left. And rest. SLDL is next. All right, in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So we're doing these without weights. There's still a lot of value to that. Just making sure that hips are staying level. Your back toe points down at the floor, not out to the side. Switch feet. Ten seconds left. Thinking about that outside edge of your foot, staying glued to the floor. 2, 1, and rest. All right, yoga push-up is next. All right, ready? And go. Think of yourself in that downward dog, think of yourself as like a tent. Straight up one side, straight down the other. 15 seconds left. And rest. All right, that's round 2. Ten seconds left to rest. Going back up to the top, two-way lunge. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Three seconds left. And switch right over to the other side. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Tripod transition is next. In 3 seconds, 2, 1, here we go. If you want to make this a little more challenging, reach out, but don't tap to the floor. So you're reaching out in front. And switch sides. So you're going to reach as far out as you can, but don't quite tap your heel or your toe. So you're always suspended here. Five seconds. And rest. SLDL is next. It's humid. All right. SLDL, ready and go. Again, thinking about keeping your, if you had a belt buckle, you'd try to keep that belt buckle parallel to the floor. Let's switch sides. Basically meaning we want your pockets to be level with each other, not one turned out to the side. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Yoga push-ups next to finish up round 3. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Ten seconds left. And rest. All right, 2 more rounds to go. Two-way lunge coming up. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Make sure on that lateral lunge, we're not going only lower with your shoulders. Switch sides. Right, so we don't want to just dip your chest farther. We want to get more bend at your knee and hip. So you're really trying to sit low with your chest up. 3 seconds, 2, 1, rest. Tripod transition is next. 5 seconds. Ready, and here we go. Five seconds. And switching sides. Remember, try to reach as far out in front of you as you can and as far behind you as you can. 3, 2, 1, and rest. SLDL. Ready? And here we go. If you're not using weight, you can think about kind of keeping your chest up and reaching to the outside of your foot. So you're gonna reach across your body, reach to the outside of your standing leg, and switch sides. Again, keeping that hip pocket checked down to the ground. Little knee bend in the leg that you're standing on will help. And rest. Okay, push up is next. Everybody sore from the 100 push-up challenge the other day? I heard a lot of complaints from that. All right, here we go. Yoga push-up. Ten seconds left. And rest. All right, last time through coming up. All right, two-way lunge. Ready, and go. On that lateral lunge, you're trying to keep your chest up and your butt down. Those of you who skate out there will recognize that. And switch sides. Three seconds, 2, 1, and rest. Last time on the tripod transition. Three seconds, 2, 1, and here we go. Remember, you're doing your best to keep your weight off of that heel or off of the leg that's reaching. And switch sides. So you're supporting yourself, not by stepping onto that leg that's going through, but by just tapping it, you're supporting yourself with the two that are staying put, your hand and leg that are staying put. And relax. Last SLDL coming up. All right, ready, and here we go. Remember, a little knee bend will help. You're trying to keep your chest up as you reach, so reaching low and reaching like your hand close to your foot is good, but only if you can keep your spine fixed. So we don't want to crunch over. Switch sides. So you're thinking your hand is going down towards the floor, but your chest is staying away from the floor. Three seconds, 2, 1, rest. And we'll finish up with the yoga push-up. Ready? And go. Here we go. Last 40 seconds of work. Ten seconds left. And rest. Okay. All right. That's it for today, gang. I think the difficulty of that one depends on what weight you were using. So if you're using a heavy weight, that one can get pretty challenging. But I won't be on the rest of the week. So this is the only, or this will be my last circuit for the week. We'll be up north and with some unreliable internet connection, which is just fine with me for a bit. So hope you guys have a great week. I'll be keeping an eye on the Facebook group and everything. 2 points for all of you team challenge people. Great job. And keep up the good work. Thanks, guys. We'll see you. Ciao.